This is your first time with 2,000 points in the season. Just talk about what that means to you overall as a player.
You see me iced it. It's been a grind to get to 2,000, I guess.
What did you feel out there on the floor during that big run?
I thought that was us at our best. We knew it wasn't enough. Coming in the half, we knew we needed to change things. We came out and executed that. I honestly noticed the stops more than us scoring. I noticed we were getting stops and we was getting out. I felt the pace was on our side and the momentum was on our side. But I didn't necessarily notice 24-0 on that stretch. Again, it was just stops that was, I think, more noticeable than anything.
Honestly, I didn't even pay no mind to that. I really was locked in defensively and trying to get as many shots as we can in a row.
Paul, what have you thought about the improvement that Jerami's made since you came to the team last year to now?
I've been preaching he's the X-factor. Been preaching, he's one of the most versatile guys. He made a big jump, and I think it's more so just his confidence in the game. And, it's definitely, makes the game easier offensively and defensively when he's locked in. Spread the floor and just finish around the rim.
Good offensive player and a better defender than you would think. His scoring has gone up. Oklahoma City had a tough time, in contrast, staying out of foul trouble. There's Grant from the corner. Got it. At a halftime, everybody gets a good warm-up in before the game. The halftime warm-up, there's a lot of guys. Quiet night offensively for Westbrook. Has been very deferential and a good decision. Grant took the contact and finished.
One he made was tough. That one was easy.
Here's Grant left open in the corner.
He's been playing great all year, honestly. He shoots the ball with confidence. He gives us a chance to win the game.
Not that you made those two back-to-back blocks to give your team energy, but could you feel your team sort of take off after those two blocks?
Young against Grant with 10 on the clock. Great spin move, but a better recovery. Donovich stares down Adams on the blow-by. And Grant.
I did it to give us energy.
Did you really?
Yeah, just on the defense end, I knew we had to pick it up. So I definitely tried to do that to give us a little spark.
Paul, it looked like Russell had a pretty clear mindset to facilitate, really play make for you guys. Was that something that he came into the game saying, like, that's going to be my focus tonight, or do you think that he just kind of read the game and adapted?
He played the game, you know how he approaches it. Played the game. He always sets guys up. He always plays that style. But Russ just plays the game.
Like the way that you especially got Steven involved early and made an impact throughout the night. Were there things that you saw that related to that?
Just read and react. A lot of times, teams' game plan is to try to keep me out the paint, and load the paint and bring a lot of guys. So try to read and react and make decisions. Throughout the game, like I said, coming into the game, team's game plan, just keep me out the paint. So when I drive, it's 4 or 5 people there, so when I kick it out, creates closeouts for Jerami. For those guys, it makes them preferred P. Opens our offense up a lot more, which is good.
You guys had to continue to execute in that fourth quarter offensively. They kept scoring, but you guys seem to have an answer. What did you like about the offense down the stretch?
I thought we got the ball in good spots. We got it where we wanted. We set up one another. We screened for one another. And we just had a good pace. We were running it with some thrust, and it's hard to guard us. It's just a tough matchup when we run it with some speed.
Paul, y'all had a lot of instances post All-Star break during the season where y'all had some frustration, committing some silly fouls when y'all don't get calls on your end. But tonight it didn't seem like that was the case. It seemed like the Pacers were the ones that were kind of losing, in particular Wesley Matthews getting upset after the play with you. I mean, how did you feel about the way that y'all approached the game in terms of the fouling and in terms of keeping y'all's composure?
It is what it is. I mean, I know y'all seen the play where I had the layup and it was called on the side. And one official wasn't even going to call it a foul. So you see what it is. It is what it is. We officiate differently. I'm gonna change my mindset. It's tough emotionally to be in the moment and respond to a call or no call. I'm human, but you know, I've learned to be better with that. Just try to move on, because a lot of times it throws my game off when I'm wrapped up with the reps and invested too much into the reps. So I'm just trying to change the focus, and I think everybody is. It starts with myself, starts with Russ. You know, those guys look up to us in this group. So we're just trying to change our focus.